anger and stress management consultant. Clive Rose is joining us now here on the couch on this Wednesday morning. Mr. Rose, good morning, and thank you very much for coming through.
Good morning, sir.
Bad stress and good stress. I thought all stress is just bad.
No, not at all. You get toxic stress, but toxic stress can be changed around into positive stress. It's how we perceive it. Now, we perceive that stress is the demands that are put upon us personally and socially that we can't meet. And what transpires then is we get into a situation whereby we are overwhelmed and we feel out of control, and that is when we have to put some measures in place to turn that around from being a threat to being a motivation and a challenge.
What is good stress?
Good stress is when we perceive that stress is a challenge, because life is a challenge. So we must be able to embrace failure and threats and look at it as how we can achieve getting ourselves better. So toxic stress is when we continuously consider that. And words make up a big part of our stress factor. And of course, words start with a thought. Thoughts then become words. Words become actions. Action then becomes behavior. And behavior becomes a character.
What you're saying sounds very simple. Some people might say easier said than done. So how would you advise somebody who's feeling that they're under stress, let's say from the negative side and what you call toxic, that is not getting it? How should they handle? How you manage that?
First of all, then exercise is a big thing. And we don't have to go to the gym. We can take a walk around the neighborhood. The other thing is diet. Diet plays a major role in being able to manage our stress. And the other thing, of course, is having enough sleep. And those are three very important things. The other thing that I advise my clients as well is having a log, but a gratitude log. There's lots of things that we can be grateful for. I follow a neuroplasticity scientist called Dr. Caroline Leaf. And she maintains that if you do something for 21 days, it becomes a habit.
Mm-hmm.
If you have bad habits...
I've heard that statement being made,
yeah,
yes.
And you have good habits.
Yes.
So if you start a log and you just take 2 things that you're grateful for daily for 21 days, you'll find that will change your perception and ease your stress as well.
Yeah, I've also had people saying, when you're under stress or anxious about something, talk to someone. Does talking to someone help, either professionally or somebody close that you trust?
Very much so. I look at 3 areas. You have a family member, you have a friend, and then you can find a therapist or a consultant. Because not necessarily a friend will give you the right advice, and family members will be more compassionate towards you, where if you find a therapist, they'll be able to give you advice on how to handle it and certain measures of what to do, and they'll be honest with you.
I think it's important that you need to handle it if you really feel that you're under stress, because it can cause physical illness. Stress, can it?
Stress is a killer. It's a silent killer, we call it. It causes heart disease. Now, when you're thinking positively, your bloodstream is a lot better. Okay. When you're stressed, your adrenaline and your cortisol becomes increased, and that can cause heart failure, it can cause insomnia, and it can cause various indigestive problems, IBS. So we need to be very careful of our diet as well, and as I say, we need to get help, be it from a medical doctor, a consultant, or a family friend.
Yeah, so don't just think, I'm stressed. It could be a good stress, because good stress drives you into action to face the challenge, as you said. Toxic stress is the one that brings you down.
That's right. It threatens you, and that's when you feel out of control, and you get into anger, and you break relationships, and that can be devastating to your own health as well.
Okay, no, thank you very much. That's anger and stress management consultant Clive Rose. We're talking about this, what is good stress, what is bad stress, because today, in case you didn't know, is International Stress Awareness Day. Thank you very much.